Good morning, everyone. Oh my God, first words. Zimun. So I'm going to say a few words first because this is the first time that I've had such a long break since I started doing these. October was a very difficult month in regards to scheduling. My work schedule changed and there was so much going on that I just couldn't get to this. I know this sounds like excuses, but this is a priority for me. So if I couldn't get to these readings, it's for a good reason. Nevertheless, I am here. Monday, 3rd of November. These readings really are timeless. I feel like all readings are. Things get to you when they are supposed to. And you either click on that channel, you click on that video and you listen to it, or you click off, or you just simply keep on scrolling. But if you're here, hello. If you like it, please hit like. If you want to hear more, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I hope this message today resonates with you to some capacity. This is going to happen a lot, by the way. I haven't done this in almost a month. So I'm going to be a little bit rusty, but with love. So today we're going to start off with the Tarot and Oracle by Michael Wilcox. Then we're going to go off into the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. And we'll finish off with the Sacred Symbols Oracle. But just remember, this is done with love. And like I said, I hope it resonates with you to some capacity, or at the very least, it's entertaining for you. So let me just check in and we'll begin. Let me get this book out of the way too. Okay. Wow. It doesn't mean that I haven't been doing readings. I've just been doing readings outside of this. I just haven't been filming them. I pick up the cards, I think, daily, if not every 2 days. It's just a way of life now. This is such a beautiful deck. If you want to learn to read tarot, there are many classes out there. There are very talented readers out there who are willing to teach the craft. I did it by myself, which of course it's harder, but I think it forces you to really integrate the meaning of each card. So if you're interested in that, I would suggest that you watch more videos and buy a deck. Maybe not starting off with the most complicated decks. Start off with the Rider-Waite-Smith or the Prism Oracle. I always suggest that one as well, the Prism Oracle. Sacred Symbols Oracle by Marcella Kroll. Beautiful deck, very easy. Anyway, let's begin. What do we have for today, for Monday, November 3rd, for whom it may concern? Ooh, Judgment. Look at these cards, dude. I mean, really. And My Red Nails by G. So we're going to read a little bit off of the Michael Wilcox because he does have his own meanings, all his own ways of seeing things, which is true to the meanings, but I like his words. Then we have Pisces. Interesting. Ooh, that came out fast. And Foundation. Focus. He painted all of these. Crazy, right? Just a beautifully, beautifully talented person. I suggest you go to his Instagram. He has everything. He does music, he paints, he builds, he does everything. So Judgment, where are you? 96. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, just a little bit. And then you see the book. Oh, they're just beautiful. Anyway, reckoning, harmony, work, balance, inner peace, success, failure, and the path. So Judgment is here to remind us that it matters not what others think of us. Approval may feel nice, but at the end of the day, you will still know if you do your best. You are the one who can make who can take pride in work well done, interactions well managed, and time well spent. Only you know whether or not you made the most with what you had available. Sometimes we fall short and we know it, but that just lets us know how to improve and where to try harder. Be aware of holding yourself to too high standards. After all, we are human as long as we do our best and have pure intentions with our passions. There is no such thing as failure. So yeah, don't judge yourself too hardly or harshly. You, the people around you, the situations, we are quick to judge. That is just our instincts. That's just our survival instincts. But judgment can also signify rebirth, which is not here. Sometimes it's very tied to things coming back. So we'll see. Is there anything else? Maybe I move forward with confidence, balance, and love. I give my best effort, attention, and focus in all things today. Pisces, 236. Oh, that's the last one. I keep forgetting that. Water, dreams, charm, intuition, romance, empathy, and tenderness. Pisces calls us to fall in love again with our dreaming. Visualizing things you want will allow you to journey towards them. But first you must dream up the fantasy before you can make it a reality. Our imagination can bring about the greatest gifts and lead us on wonderful journeys. Sometimes we need to allow ourselves the space to dream and to wonder, to find out what is it that we really want. Other times we just need to follow our intuition and go with the flow, and all will be revealed in the time that it should. So this is painting a picture, right? It looks like you could be in some kind of a transition period, which I think is just the funniest thing ever to say that, because we are in constant change. So we are in constant transition. But this is calling you to maybe revive some dream that you've had, or we'll see. Foundation. As I say, this video is going to go a little bit long. I'm taking my time and it's been a while, so please be patient with me. Foundation. What was I going to say? The first 3 cards are the pillars of the reading. I usually say that. If you haven't been in my channel before, I usually say that. They're just the vibes. We'll see what it's actually about with the second row. So, foundation. Preparation, stability, patience, and fundamentals. Foundation calls us to Foundation calls us to learning and patience so we can move forward and grow with more success. When we rush ahead, trying to attain an end result without a solid foundation, the setbacks and final outcome will always suffer greatly and send us back to the start, or never quite achieving the level you aspire. Take the time to do unglamorous, unrewarded, unseen work of study, preparation, and fundamentals in whatever you are aspiring towards. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's a lot, but I think we get the picture. So I do believe that for some, at least in the first part of this reading, we are talking about revisiting some kind of dream that we might have had in the past, and that we let, for whatever reason, it's been dormant, or we've forgotten about it, and it's something that you felt quite passionate about. It's something that you felt like might fulfill you. So if it is coming back, if you're seeing the signs around you, pay attention to life. Life is throwing signs at you left and right all the time. You're just not paying attention, or you don't know what they mean. So there is something that it does feel like is coming back that you need to take a second look at. And if you want to actually create it, you're going to have to get your hands dirty, and you're going to have patience, because if you want this thing to be realized, it's going to take a lot. How much, we don't know. But with foundation, we do need patience. And we do need dedication, and we do like discipline, all that good stuff. So let's see what we're actually talking about. Let's get a little bit more specific for some people out there. Maybe you. Traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. This is very complicated in itself. When I first bought this deck, this was my first deck ever, I had no idea what was going on. None. All I knew is that I wanted to learn to read tarot because I had always wanted to learn. And it took me a really long time to really understand how this works. It took me a lot of tries, but I'm here and I learned, but it requires patience. But it's something that I enjoy so much that I do it no problem. Did I split these? I think I did. Anyway, we're gonna do this. Okay, so Judgment. What are we talking about? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Is this you? Is this someone else? I love King of Pentacles energy because I'm a Virgo and we love stability. 111 as I say that. We love stability, and a King of Pentacles does offer that. A king and a queen, they offer stability, very much grounded energy, generous energy, level-headed energy, compassionate energy, and they are very good at judging. They don't come from a place of what would you call that? Soberbia. That's what I'm thinking about in Spanish, but I can't remember the word in English. It's usually the other way around. It's usually, I can't remember the word in Spanish. But no, this is a person that's very level-headed, and that they will lead you. Do you see how they have this? I'm just called to see this right now. The boot. Do you see the boot, the warrior boot? It's peeking out there. I've never seen that, and I've been doing this for a while. It's not, well, whatever I was going to say, I was going to go through the branches. But there is this very leading, very wanting for their kingdom to be safe, wanting to defend it at all costs, wanting to be a fair and generous leader. Very, very nice energy. So whether this is you or this is somebody else, nice. Let's see what it's paired up with. Oh my God. And we got the 10 of Pentacles. It landed in a very weird way on the floor, but it did do like a triple flip. So I'm just going to take it upright. So there is just something from the past with Judgment that looks very promising, or looked very promising. There could be somebody in your world. Oh, I forgot to say this. With kings and queens, yes, of course, the kings are meant to be men and queens are meant to be women. That's not how it works, though, because energies, we're talking about the energies here. So, and with the world today, we need to apply these cards to what we're feeling, what we're living today, not what they were living when these were created. So again, I'm going to the branches. This is going to be such a long reading too. This is going to be a 20-minute reading, which is long for me. I like them short and sweet, but no, so yeah. It just looks like there's somebody in your life that is very stable financially and is very much willing to share that with you, or you are very much willing to share that with the people around you, your loved ones, your immediate family, or others. 10 of Pentacles does imply family, but family can be anything to anybody. Like, not everybody has a mom and dad. Not everybody has siblings. Families come in all shapes and sizes. So whatever that is for you, there is this abundant sense of family here. I'm also seeing the Judgment and how they're holding hands, and it's like you're you're with each other through the good and the bad. And yes, the bad is way harder. The bad is way harder, but there is so much good here that you should be very happy about. So whether this is you or somebody else, good stuff, man. Pisces. Oh my God. The Four of Wands. This is starting to look like a wedding. This is starting to look like a wedding, like a very expensive wedding. I'm not saying that this is for everybody. Clearly it is not, but it is for someone out there. Somebody could be getting married, and or an engagement of some kind. There is a celebration here. There's a sense of union and a family and of celebration with somebody who is very generous and is like very much willing to share their wealth, not just of money, even though these are pentacles, of knowledge, of life, of sharing. Sharing is coming up in my head. Sharing. So Pisces. Good stuff, man. This is a really nice reading to start off with. Ooh, we got our first reversal. 6 of Cups. So we need to stop looking back at whatever it is that happened in your past with nostalgia or whatever, because whatever is coming in is way better, okay? So this is very much the letting go, okay? 6 of Cups reverse is that. Stop looking towards the past and start looking towards the future, because whatever it is that's coming, it looks chef's kiss. It looks amazing. It is going to require work though, because we're walking into foundation now. Oh, 7 of Pentacles. So you've been waiting for this for a while. This is reaping the rewards, but it takes a minute. This guy looks like he's bored as F, just waiting for those pentacles to grow. They're there. There's 7 pentacles there. He can't pick them yet. They're not ready. They're there though. I feel like you're a person that has worked a lot. This is giving me a lot of work. This is giving me a lot of discipline energy. And this is giving me a lot of remember your dreams, man. Because sometimes when we're working really hard, we lose, what's the saying? We lose the forest for the trees? Something like that. Last card, and I'll ramble a little. Wow, Knight of Wands. I don't think this is somebody else. I think this is you. Dude, like this is, you need to remember what it is you set out to do when you started on this work thing, when you started, what's your dream, man? Because that's the fuel, right? It's not just the food, it's not just the loving, it's not just whatever it is that keeps you going. It's the dream. I'm surprised that the star isn't here, but this is giving me a lot of dream, like a lot of goal energy. It's been a while. It's taken a while for you to reap the rewards of whatever it is that you've been working at, but I do feel like you've stopped looking towards the past. And with that Knight of Wands at the end, I feel like you're ready to look towards the future. And maybe it's not just about looking toward the past or towards the future, but it's also about raising your head. Like, let me show you. Do you see how he's been working and he's just looking at the pentacles, and there's like life happening all around you at the same time. I just feel like you've been too concentrated maybe on working on getting to some goals, or maybe not even working on your goal, maybe just working on surviving or working on the day-to-day living, because most people are. Yes, we all have dreams. Yes, we all have aspirations, but most of us are just working. Me, for example, right now I'm working on, well, I just stopped working, but we're working on the day-to-day. 20 minutes, beautiful. Okay, longest reading ever for me. Sometimes you need to look up, man. You need to look up and find passion again. Find the fuel that's gonna make you get to your goal. If this is somebody else, though, if this is not you, and believe me, take it however it resonates, because this is for a lot of people. It's not going to be the same for everybody. I forgot to break. For some of you, there could be temptation walking in as you are trying to wrap up some kind of work or some kind of thing. There can be somebody in coming to distract you a little bit from your job or from your work. And they look fun. Night ones, upright, are usually very fun people. But word of warning, if we are in Seven of Pentacles and we are in foundation energy, we don't want to get too distracted, okay? So this might look fun and everything, and I'm not saying don't go have fun. I'm just saying remember to come back from that fun, okay? And like reintegrate to your life. So Sacred Symbols Oracle, again, if you want to learn how to read, this is a very easy way to learn how to read. We have Shadow. Dude, I just think that there's something, I usually pull 3, but I'm just going to pull 1. There's something about your past that haunts you. I swear, there's something that keeps you, or that kept you looking back. I'm trying to let my hair grow, and this I just don't understand. So, there's something that makes you keep looking back, and you're not supposed to look back. You're not headed in that direction. You need to look forward. So Shadow, what is hiding in the dark? What is it that you are afraid of or don't want to see? This card comes to tell you that all cannot be in the light because there must be a balance. Exploring the beast requires you to confront those unhealed parts of yourself, those aspects you deemed unworthy or unlovable. The time is now to bring The time is now to bring light into those usually concealed spaces, so they may be healed appropriately and banished forever. The shadow or the hidden beast is not evil, just misunderstood. However, this is a long one, sorry. However, do tread carefully as you dive into sensitive territory. Humor, although not a solution, can help ease the growing pains of learning how to best work with and integrate your shadow aspect with compassion. Okay, so I was saying not to look at the past, but maybe there is something there that you need to figure out, and it's a fear. Duh. Maybe that fear is what's keeping those pentacles from growing faster. Maybe it is that fear that is keeping you from fulfilling this whole thing. If this is your reading, feel free to contact me, DM me if you want to know more, if you want your own reading. This is where I leave you. This is what I'm going to end it. It looks like you have a lot of work to do still, but with that Seven of Pentacles, you are close to reaping the rewards. And I do feel like there are some fun times ahead. It's just that I do feel like you need to remain focused for a little while longer. Again, stuff from the past can be coming up, back up. But I do feel like this is a very good reading, a very positive reading. So don't freak out if, oh my God, Mercury retrograde is on the way. I don't do horoscopes or astrology because it is beyond me. Like, this is easy for me. Like, I can read, but astrology is hard, okay? At least it is for me. It is very complicated. But I do know Mercury retrograde. I think we all do. So watch out for that. Don't let anything distract you too much because it's going to mess up some energy with the whole astrology thing. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. 25 minutes, more than enough. So much love. See you on the next one. Bye.